Hey guys, it's Maymay, and look what this is. It is my paper pumpkin with a big old glare on it, so you can't even see it. I'm so super excited. And can I make a confession to you? I checked the mail today on my way out the door. I was riding with my husband for about we had a 2-hour trip to make just for his work, and I rode with him to keep him company, and I checked the mail before I left, and I shouldn't have. I had to open this in the car. Please don't hate me. It's just like, I've got to see what's in here. It's killing me. So if you have to wait to open yours, don't put it in the car with you on a 2-hour drive. You won't be able to wait. But I will tell you, there's some super cool stuff in here. And I did not take anything out and look at all the details. I just had to glance. So please forgive me. I couldn't stand it. I tried to put it back all neat and clean so it at least looked good. But I already knew I was going to tell you I did it. I had to tell you. Because, he was just sitting in the back seat going, Maymay, open me. I just had to. So I got some really cool stuff in this one. Check this little stamp set out. I'll put my hand behind it so you can see it a little bit. This is a big flower, a little flower, a star, and then 2 sentiments. One says happy thoughts for you, and one says it's your day. So there's the stamp set. And look, I think, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, this is Tip Top Taupe. I think this is one of the new colors from Stampin' Up. Let me know. I think so. Because I watch, what is her name? Sam from poodles.co.uk. I watch her all the time, and she's always talking about what the colors are and stuff. And I think it's a new in color. Like I said, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, check this out. Happy Thoughts is what this is called, and it looks like a card kit, and it's really cool. It's got some really neat stuff. These are wood veneer pieces, but they're very, very thin. I want to show you how thin they are. See that? Super thin. So there's those little pieces, and I'm going to open this guy up. Let me get out my little pokey tool, which I can never find when I'm looking for it. Do y'all have that problem? I just put it in this pile of things over here. Where'd you go? Oh, no, I didn't. Look, it's right here. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so let's get into this guy and see what's in here. I'm trying to do 14 things at once, so I'm going to try to focus and get this done and see what we got to play with. If you guys like to know behind the scenes stuff, let me give a shout out to my friend Melody Lane. I'm actually messaging her on Facebook as we speak, but I've taken a break to film this video, so just say hey to Melody in this video. If you guys don't know Melody, go check her out. She is Melody Lane 815. She didn't really use the 815 anymore, but if you're looking for her channel, you'll have to know that part too. Guys, this is some cute stuff. This is some sparkly buttons. First off, we've seen these before in another paper pumpkin. These are those little tiny adhesive pieces. I like the idea of having them, but man, they weren't the easiest things to work with. We'll see how they do this time. More Stampin Dimensionals. I think my favorite thing in this whole paper pumpkin is getting these Stampin Dimensionals every time. Look at this twine. Now, I've not had any like this. This is neat. We've had baker's twine in colors and stuff like that, but that's super cool. And guys, these are beautiful. Can you see those faceted buttons? They're clear faceted buttons. I love them. Okay, put those guys in here. All right, Melody just messaged, but I'm waiting. I'm not going to say anything back to her. Y'all probably tell me, no, say something, but we're waiting. All right, let's see what we got. Now, I noticed on the picture, one of these cards was funny shaped. And look, it's kind of chevron cut at the bottom. You see that? This is a card base. So there's that. I always like to kind of pull everything out. Oh, this is an envelope. And that's kind of weird. It's not adhered down yet. I guess you do that yourself. That makes it really cool because you could do a lot with that. But it's got adhesive already in place, so that's cool. Let's move these aside. And let's check these out. These are more envelopes. Now, these are already sealed down. These are just A2 size envelopes. This looks like envelope liners. That is cool. I'm going to tell y'all, I think Stampin' Up! Paper is good quality. Look at this. There's the big, tall envelope liners. This is neat. Here's some craft cardstock card bases. Oh, look, this makes sense now because I thought this only comes with 1 ink, but I noticed on the instructions that the little pennants had a lot of color. This is why. These are the pieces that adhere down to that. And, oh, look, this is the same as the stamp set. I wonder if you can stamp on them. I bet you can. I bet you can. I bet we'll find out. So there's that, and there's some little circles. There's the chipboard, which I don't throw away. I use it I put it in my chipboard stash so I can have it for the next time. And here are our beloved instructions. Now, if you've never visited my channel before and I'm doing a paper pumpkin, I want to remind you that I do not take this and show you different ways to use the paper pumpkin. I actually take it and show you exactly how it's meant to be used, because I want to show you how easy these guys are, these little kits are to use. Now, I'm not sponsored by Stampin' Up. I buy this kit myself. As a matter of fact, this kit was $21.75 shipped. I've had some people ask me that before, so I checked to make sure the number. Let's get started. Step number one, we're going to make the flower card on this side, and this is the banner card. And we'll do both if you guys don't mind. If you get bored, I understand. You can just jump out whenever you feel like it. Step number one, place stickers on white piece as shown. So this is one of these small white pieces, and it has a long side and a short side. Now I'm going to tell you something. That's hard to tell the difference, so you might need a ruler if you're not sure, but I can tell here that's the long side and that's the short side. And it's showing squared stickers, so let me pull that out. And in the top, I'm glad these are stickers, because then you don't have to use any adhesive on them. So in the top, they've got one of these guys, just like this. Then they've got a little plaid one right here. Well, I've already messed up. I did. Will this come off? Please come off easy. No. Yeah, that's not too bad. I may have to put some more adhesive on it. Don't tear. I'll flip it over. I can flip it over. Look what I did. I was telling you guys to make sure that you check the long side and the short side, and I didn't pay very close attention. So we're just going to hide that. You're not going to see it. So you need the short side facing up and the long side facing down. So let's try it again. So now this piece goes in this corner. I'm going to see. I think it'll stick. It's very sticky. This one goes here. And then this little guy goes next to it right here. This is kind of like building a puzzle. Okay. I hope I put that somewhere where that'll straighten that out. Now we have a long floral piece, and that's this little orange piece right here. I really like these. They're very sturdy. And it gets a little gap from that last one and then just runs down this side here. Then underneath we get a polka dot and what looks like sort of a chevron pattern. No, it's leaves. Okay, there's little leaves on there. So this little guy goes right next to that one. Like so. And then the polka dots. This right here, even if you didn't have the paper pumpkin, this would be a great way to use up some scrap paper. You know, it just these little pieces. All right, so there's the first part. And now we get to do some stamping, which I like to do. So now it says, stamp card base and white piece. Adhere to flower card with dimensionals. Okay, then I've missed a step here. Stamp card base and white piece. Oh, my bad. No, I didn't understand the card base portion. All right, the card base for this one looks to be the craft one. And here's what's cool. If you're not sure, just flip back here and look and see it is. It's the craft card. So that's the one we're going to stamp the base of that one. And how have they got it going? Oh, all right, they have the fold on this side. All right, so I'm going to stamp in here first. I think that is super cute, and I'm anxious to use that stamp, which is It's Your Day. Pull that dude out of there. Put it right here. And I got to open this, and this usually takes me a second. I hate to make you guys hang out. Let me see if that'll open quick. Oh, it did. It usually takes me longer than that, but good. Good deal. All right, It's Your Day. Now, I say this every time. These are photopolymer stamps, which means they have, for some reason, they end up with a little bit of like a coating on them of some sort. They're very good quality, but you might want to stamp these off first before you stamp them onto your project. So I think I will. Just kind of ink it up once or twice, because the first time you'll probably get something a little splotchy like that. And you can do it 2 or 3 times till you get it like you like it. It'll get better every time. It's interesting how it does that. See how that one's even better? Now this third time will be plenty to stamp with. Let's just go ahead for it. Let's just stamp this guy up. And it goes right here. Ooh, I'm trying to look. I'll probably get this crooked. Don't worry. Not going for perfection. Y'all know me. Cute, huh? It's your day. Now then, I'll put this little lid back on the top taupe. I just like that name. I'd want to say that all the time. Let's stamp the card base. I'm going to move this out of the way so you're not having to stare at so many things at once. Move that to the side. And the card base, they're doing it this way. Let me fold this down. So they're doing the card base where it is a side opening card. So that's what we're going to do too. And actually they closed this down and stamped on and off. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to crease this down so it'll be nice and flat while we stamp. And it has a tip. This is really interesting. It says for a light tone, stamp on scrap paper before you stamp on the card. So basically that's like stamping off or doing a second generation stamp sort of thing. And I got a stamping block here. And so we're just going to get to stamping. The other cool thing is we're using this tip top taupe on craft cardstock, and I love to do tone on tone with craft. I really like how it turns out. Alright, so let's do one up here in this corner. This is a cute flower, y'all. I could see using this for a lot. Be easy to paper piece too. I love a stamp that's easy to paper piece. Here. Ooh, dropped it. Now, I will tell you, I love the Stampin' Spots, but when you're having to do something like this, it would be nice to have the full ink pad. And of course, I do not expect that in my paper pumpkin. I'm just saying, if you have the full-size ink pads, I'd use them here instead of trying to use this little bitty guy. I understand totally why we get Stampin' Spots in paper pumpkin. It keeps the price down, and I like the price being low too. So, I'm just turning this stamp around and inking it on these edges. I'm looking where the ink is on the stamp so I can press it down and get kind of the lines. I think that's good enough. Well, no, it's not, because you know I got to have this corner done. I'm finding a piece that'll go here. There we go. Okay. Now then, it says for us to, I'm going to bring this back over. It says, adhere white circle and leaves to back of flower and stick 20 inches of looped twine. Okay. So I need a white circle out of here, and it's just a pop out, okay? I need one of these flowers, not the centerpiece, because it wants to have the white in the middle. That's what that little circle's for. Let me slide that here so you can see it. And then 2 leaves. One here and one here. Okay, let's figure this dude out. Oh, okay. Let me show you. In the picture, they're using these little adhesive dots to stick this down. I will show you, but I probably wouldn't do this in the future because these little guys are fiddly. So I'm just going to pick it up with my little pokey tool, put that white dot over the hole, and what they've done is just sealed it down on the side like that. That wasn't the hardest thing to do. I did that pretty easy. But I'm telling y'all, these little guys are tiny little things. Teeny tiny. And then they even stuck the leaves down with them. So I'm going to do that too. Where do we go to this bigger petal? And stick one leaf this way. Just like so. Oops. I moved it. Go ahead and get that adhesive. It works okay if you use like a pokey tool or something. You could even use a straight pen or anything you have like this, a stylus. That would work too. Okay. Then they take some Stampin' Dimensionals and put on the back of that. Let's go ahead and do that now. So we want to come back and do it. Looks like they've got just in a couple of areas here in the back. Something like this. They only used 2 on there from what I can tell. I probably would have used 3 on that. Okay. Now then, well, that's just cute as it can be, isn't it? That little flower. Alright, let's do our twine. It says 20 inches. We'll just see about that. Let's do 20 inches. That seems like a lot to me. Let me get my ruler. And I will do 12 to start, and then we'll do 8 more. So there's 12. Put that here and do 8. Maybe that's not too bad. That felt like a lot, but they clearly know what they're doing, right? They've obviously tested these dudes out. Alright, now then, I got to move some stuff out of the way because I feel like it's cluttering the screen and you guys are probably struggling with seeing everything. Now, they have taken it and they have just sort of looped it all up. Oh, I want to show you something that I learned from Poodles, Sam at Poodles. If you take your bone folder and you slide it down your twine, easy because you don't want to get a rope burn, it'll take those kinks out. See how it did? That's a good tip to learn, and I learned that from watching her. Now, they just kind of loop this all messy like. I've seen her do this too. I've seen a lot of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators do this. I think it's a pretty neat thing. Now it goes behind the flower, and what do you stick it down with? Stick 20 inches of looped twine to the back of the flower. Okay, I'm not sure how to stick it down. Am I supposed to use those little pieces? I'm going to use some art glitter glue and just kind of squirt it back here because I'm used to using art glitter glue and I know that will work. So I'm going to squirt that in, and then I'm going to lay this twine in. Turn that piece inward and just let it catch in the glue. Bring that piece down. You might have to, you know, put a specific spot for some of the twine if it's not sticking exactly. Just hold that for a second. This is really cute. Okay, then place the flower on the card with the dimensionals. Add buttons. Oh, add button with adhesive. Okay, I'll show you. Alright, so we got the dimensionals peeled open. And let's put this little flower on kind of like they did. Something like this. Alright, then they take one button. And they put one of these little adhesive dots on the back of it. One of these little guys. I'm going to peel that little piece off using this little tool also. It is not easy to do, I got to be honest. Got it. And this little piece goes kind of off center on the flower. That's cute. Okay, now then, place flower on card with dimensional. Add adhesive buttons with dots. But you know what it doesn't show me is when to, I guess obviously this is when I'd put it down, and it looks like it's on dimension, so we're going to pop this up on some Stampin' Dimensionals too. And there it is, right on the top of the card. Y'all, that is a beautiful card. Isn't it cute as it can be? And that's number 1. So now we're going to make the second card, which is just as cute. I hope you guys like this one, so hang around if you want to see the second one made. Okay, it's on to card number 2, and I went ahead and got out the card base because I know I'm going to need that. And this is one of the sticker sheets we're going to use, and it says, add sticker and wood pennants to white banner piece as shown. That's this little piece that has the banner. And let's pull out some of these little guys. They are so thin. I'm serious. They're like wafer thin. They come off easy too. How many do we need per card? It's a bunch. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is it 12? Let me check. I think this only makes 2 cards. No, it says it makes 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And some cut-off pieces. That's interesting. Okay, let's just see how we get. Alright, so here is the little pieces. And you put on them these little sticky banners. Let me get several of these out so we can have them ready. We'll get through it. Oh, I broke one. Oh my goodness, y'all, they're so dainty, but I think I can fix it with the sticker. Then let's get this one. Seriously, don't manhandle these. Don't be rough on them. Whew. Okay. Now then, we're going to put on all the different pennants. So it looks like we'll do one of each. So I'll start with a polka, not a polka dot, but a honeycomb green. Put that there in that corner. Press that into place. Now it makes sense. Alright, so they have this little checker guy. How did they stick them down? Add sticker and wood pennants. Oh, you know what I did. Let me show you what I did. No, they're all. Nope, I did it wrong. Sure did. Look, okay. Y'all like it when I show you my mistakes, so I'll show you. It's okay, because I haven't stuck anything down, and all these will work out throughout the kit, but here's the deal. It's a pattern and a blank, so it is sticker and wood, sticker and wood. You don't have to put them on top of here. I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just not. I messed up. I'll show you my mess up. That's what I did. Okay, so that one got me this time. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this little guy down first, and I'm just going to, since it would have been a sticker, I'm just going to use my art glitter glue. Because normally, because as it comes, we would have just stuck it straight down. Like I kept saying, I don't know why I'm having to do this, because I wasn't paying attention. That's what I get. But look, there's always a way to fix it. Alright, so this little guy lines up with this edge. I do like that they have that cut for you so you can get your line up pretty easy. Alright, now I'm going to have to go get some more little wooden pieces because I have used all of those. I probably have overused my wood pieces, so I may have to adjust some of the cards I make, but that's no big deal. They don't all have to be the same. Okay, another fail. I just lifted that one up, and I'm going to try this again. That piece goes all the way to the edge of that little pointed paper. You don't leave a matte edge, or don't leave a little space like I did, and they actually go right up on each other, pretty close, maybe even all the way. Let me see. Yep, right together. That's how they fit. Okay, we're getting somewhere. This one's really confused me this time. Y'all are probably like, really, Maymay? Okay, next we have... What is next? A solid color. The stripe is next. And it goes in the opposite direction. And like that. So I'm going to glue that one down. You're probably going to get bored watching this one. Now on the card, from what I'm looking at here, those two match. Nope, it's a solid green. I don't have a solid green color. Wonder why. All of mine have little stars. All the green ones have little stars in them. So, what color is that I don't have? I don't know. We'll just use this one. Doesn't have to be exact. This one won't be. I try to make it the same, but this one is not going to be the same. This one will be our own interpretation. Okay, now this little star one goes next. I do know that because I can see that there. And remember, if you do this correctly, you won't have to glue yours down. They'll just be the stickers. But since I messed mine up, I'm having to glue them down. Then, what is that piece? I think that's these little diamonds. So that's what we're going to put next. I've not had this much trouble with one of these. I mean, it's clearly me. I should have just slowed down and looked at the instructions, but I've not had one that I've had to work so hard on. Okay, now this piece is a raw wood piece, so I'm going to get another raw piece and put it down. And it goes this way. This away is southern for it goes this way. Okay, that's cool because it makes that star pop out. And then that piece, doesn't matter at this point, is this taupe stripe again. I'm going to be honest with you here. This is not my favorite card design. This is too much for me. Now listen, that's because I do fast, quick, simple, and this one's a little too tedious for me. It's probably perfect for some folks that like to do this, so nothing against the product or anything. This card design is probably not what I would use these for. I think this, like I said, a little too tedious. I'd probably just use these for pennants or banners or something like that. That's just me being transparent with you guys and very honest because I'm not enjoying all the little matching up and all that kind of stuff. I might, if I had not messed it up, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt there. If I had not messed up and I was just using stickers instead of having to glue everything into place, but I still think it's pretty tedious to do it. Now, it's looking cute. I gotta be honest, it's looking really cute. Now what goes up? Let's see. Raw, this guy, and then our halves. So, you are on this side. I still love, like I said, I still love all the pieces that come in this kit. I still love all the stuff I get to try out. I just think this one is pretty laborious. Okay, and then these two guys. How do they go? That way? And then the other way. Now, I don't know if I didn't lay these out correctly. I don't know if they give us extra so we have plenty of room. Maybe I should have put more gap between them or something. But you can notice at the top I have a good bit of white left over. I'm just going to trim it off, act like it wasn't there. Because in the card itself, in the picture they have, it does not have that white edge up there. So I'm just going to get rid of it. So like I said, that is super cute. It was very tedious, but it is really cute. Alright, the next step is to adhere this piece. It says adhere banner piece to the card front and stamp the greeting. So let me pull my card front back out that I put away over here and adhere this down. Now how does it tell me to adhere it down? It doesn't tell me how, so I'm just going to use my glue. Because it doesn't look dimensional on there to me. Probably could use some of those little dots for this. That would be fine. But y'all know me, I love this art glitter glue. Put that on. Kind of center it. Well, really center it if you're good at that. Cute. Okay, next is to stamp. So let me take the flower off. Now I will tell you, this is cool that they've kind of given us two completely different, almost like two different stamp sets in this one, because we're using this one this time instead of the instead of that same stamp set. You know, sometimes you use the same sentiment sometimes. So I'm going to ink this one and stamp it off several times. Something else you can do with your stamps like this, if you have an emery board or a really good just eraser or something you want to run over these, just to kind of get that little coat off of them, that little adhesive. It's not adhesive. I don't really know what it is. I need to ask my stamp manufacturer what it is. See, that one did really good. I kind of slid the ink pad on it. I think I'll do that for the next one too. Alright, so this is Happy Thoughts for You. Slide it, and then one thing, you don't want to just slide your ink pad on it because you can get streaks that way. You want to make sure you tap right toward the end. Sit down and let that ink transfer. That looks beautiful. Y'all, that Tip Top taupe is a beautiful color. Now the little stars. Let me pull that back over and get some of these out. Hey, wouldn't these be cute if you colored them with some markers? I mean, they're super cute like this. They just remind me of being very nautical, but they'd be cute if you colored them too. I see a lot of potential for turning this kit into something that it didn't come designed for. You know, a lot of times I feel like the last one we got was the gift bag one. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was the gift bag one. And it kind of pretty much you had to do what it was. But this one, I can see you kind of messing with this one and having a good time changing it up. Alright, let's put this guy here. This guy here. And this little teeny guy here. Cute. Alright, tie twine 20 inches around the top. I think I'm not going to cut 20 inches because I really don't think I'm going to need it here. So here's what you do. You open the card, slide the twine in. And it's very nautical. I think it is. And then you just tie, it's just a little knot. They didn't tie a bow or anything. It's just a knot. So just tie that up here, like so. cut that loose. Turn that a little bit so it's not quite so standing straight up. Put my lid back on that guy. Okay. Now we're going to slide liners in place and adhere. Oh, this is the envelope. Okay. So let's move this out of the way. And it looks like we're going to do both envelopes right now. I'm going to start with this tall one. So this is the top of the envelope. And you know what? If you do this before, how does this go? Like this? Because it's got that little adhesive dot. Oh, it comes down lower. Oh, I got you. No, it's not pre-scored. So I'm going to slide it down so we miss. There's a little adhesive dot at the top for you to be able to close the envelope. I'm going to slide it down so it just misses that. And then we can fold it where we want to fold it. Okay. And I don't know what we were supposed to adhere this down with. We're supposed to use those little dots again. I don't know. That would have been tedious, I'll tell you that. Put it into place. Now I'm just going to fold this to crease that. That will work just fine. Alright, now remove these little backers. This one and this one. I really feel like I've had to really pay attention to the instructions on this one, which is fine. That's what they're there for. Close that down. So then this card, well, this is kind of neat. Oh, that is really neat. So this point then goes inside the envelope. That is really cute, guys. And then you seal this shut. Isn't that cute? I don't think that'd even be hard to mail. It's not extremely big when you do it that way. And then you can get this guy out. So there's one card done. Now let's do the other envelope. It says to put the liner in it. And this one uses the white envelope. And this little liner we're actually going to have to slide in here. So I'm going to put some adhesive on the back and slide it in. I'm not going to go too crazy with adhesive because I don't want to have to fight it too much. Sliding it in there anyway. So just slide that in quick. Using the art glitter glue makes that difficult because it dries so fast. So I probably would have done that a little better, but it dries so fast that it caught it and it's kind of crooked. But when you do it, maybe use a different adhesive. Because that really caught quick. But I'm going to go with it. I don't think anybody's going to critique it too bad. So we have this little guy and this little guy all done. That's pretty cute. Like I said, this one was a little more involved. Maybe it's because it was 2 projects and I felt like it was going a little longer. But they're really cute. I love the colors. I wish I knew what color. Probably. Let me see. Oh, this does tell us the colors, doesn't it? Let's see what colors. No, it doesn't. I thought this usually told us what colors we were working with, but it doesn't. But I think these are beautiful colors, so these may be some of the new colors. I really do think that Tip Top Taupe is one of the new colors. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that today, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday with more crafty fun. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.